All right, welcome back to the channel, y'all. You know what? Yeah, you know who I am. I'm sorry, y'all. Whoo, child. Hey, everybody in the room. Let me get to my chat so I can see you. Oh, honey, girl. I promise to God, I'm tired today. I wasn't in no work, y'all, but I'm tired though. I've been ripping and running, and it's raining here, and I'm trying to do this real quick. So I go see this man about this dog, honey. I've been trying to get my life while I'm on vacation. And at the same damn time, whew, be present down here. Okay, can y'all hear me? Let me know by the sign up a one in the chat before I begin. I don't care how many people be in here today, honey. I'm gonna get this done and get gone. Okay, y'all can hear me. Welcome to the room, Miss Tiana, Mr. Jeremy, Miss Demita, Miss Right to be told. Yes, God. Reese's. And I think that's all I saw. Miss Aretha Hill, welcome to the room. All right, y'all, this is going to be my live review for American Horror Story 1984, Season 9, Episode 8, entitled Rest in Pieces. So, on the day before Halloween of 1989, Brooke and Donna at this restaurant, they talking, about Brooke getting a new social security number and possibly moving to Australia. Donna is urging her to rest up because if she plans to be the only girl still standing, she'll need a rest. See, Brooke going to back to Camp Redwood to kill Margaret, and they gonna sneak in late because it's too risky to go down there in the daytime. Okay. Now, Brooke asked Donna how she knows she won't be the last one standing, and Donna said, "Folks of my complexion, honey, we tend to not do so." So as they just talking, right, we notice that there's this heavy-set white woman that keeps eyeballing them down. Then, hey TC, I just got your email. I'll respond to you shortly. I'm trying to get out this review of American Horror Story because I ain't got time to pre-record and upload today, child. I'm trying to go see this man about this dog. But heavy set white chick started staring at him and whatnot. Then she come up and just invite herself in, announcing that her name is Susan, right? Now, Brooke played it off because old girl walked up and said, "Did anybody ever tell you you like the serial killer, Brooke, whatever her last name is?" Brooke, homegirl was like, "Child, it couldn't be Michelle Pfeiffer, huh?" Yeah, I've heard that before. So Miss Susan sits herself down and states that she works for the National Enquirer, and although it's seen as a seedy publication, it pays the bills. She writes books, and lots of books, and she's read a lot of books about serial killers. She reminded me of that girl over there on 90 Day Fiance, that Cheryl. Y'all remember Cheryl ain't like nothing, but she had this fascination with serial killers. I never understood it, not at all. But anyway, she go to glorifying the 80s and said that the 70s were the Loch Ness monster and Bigfoot era, but the 80s it was the era of serial killers. Child, this chick seemed real enthralled in everything. Okay, yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Creole, what's going on, baby? Now, she wanted to write a book about jingles, honey. Then she asked if they was finished with their foods, right? Now, mind you, I only saw Donna eating like some fruit and Brooke didn't touch her food. But Big Girl did not let a meal go by her, baby. She ate that. Now, I didn't understand it, but okay. As they leave, Brooke feels Susan has recognized them, but Donna says, "How? Remember, you dead." Now, y'all, we see this hitchhiker again. You know the one we keep seeing. What's up, Lonnie Love? Welcome to the room. Um, we see this one Lonnie one little child and gave the name of the mental store on Martin. Anyway, um, y'all see this hitchhiker again, right? And he limping along the roadside when he passed by someone in this pink Cadillac. Then the car stops and goes in reverse until it comes upon him and asks where was he headed. He said Camp Redwood. Now y'all told me last week this brother name is Bruce. Am I correct about it? Well, yeah, Bruce I think is what y'all told me. But anyway, he said that he got a soft spot for hitchhikers and offered to give a dude a ride, and he took it. Now, as they headed along the road, the hiker notices the bandages on both of Bruce's hands and asks if he made what happened. He made some lewd joke about it. Some miss about you know how he is. He tried to make it. He tried to make a joke out of it. Okay. Then he turned on the radio finally, and as they perusing along the little streets and stuff, or the country highway road, whatever it is, honey, you can hear something in the back of the trunk, and I was like, "God, who in the hell is in the trunk? It can't be Donna and it can't be Donna and Brooke because they the ones jacked him up and left him hanging." He pulls over to the side of the road, goes and opens the trunk, and it's the lady that apparently the night before a Mary Kay consultant, hence the pink Cadillac, that had ran upon him, untied him because he was hurt, and was saying she was gonna take him to the doctor. Now, as soon as she got let him turned him loose and was going to try to get prepared to take him to the doctor, he done knocked her out and throwed her in the trunk, and that's homegirl that's been beaten in the back of the truck while they was trying to listen to the 80s music. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what child? She stopped to help him and he did her wrong. But then again, remember he is an aspiring serial killer. Now he's annoyed that she disturbed his groove, honey. Child, he go into this spiel about how Mary Kay is gonna grow by the mid-90s and take over. Y'all see us, you gonna see a slew of pink cars like her Cadillac. Child, the lady started to beg because she knows she dealing with a force beyond her. Okay, she began to beg, and just as he normal Bruce Paxton. She even tried to tell him he was a nice guy. Child, he ended that real quick. He juked her all up in her chest, killed her dead. Yes, he did. Now, Margaret as assistant Courtney, I think that's his name. Child, he done finally summons Margaret to this rock band's bus because see they all dead. Remember, Richard took them out last week. Now, she not scared or bothered by that. The only thing she said was she was supposed to be notified each and every time something happens. Poe Courtney said he was scared, honey. Then she orders him to get trash bags, good rubber gloves, knives, and get rid of all that mess and clean the bus back up, spotless, right? Because there's blood everywhere. She said, how am I supposed to do that? I'm just a short guy. I'm a small person. She said, that's why I said cut them up into little pieces. Baby. Later, we see them doing, uh, we see, hold on. Let me check the chat. I don't want to have y'all thinking I'm ignoring y'all. Yes, she did. We gonna get right on to it too, Jeremy. Later we see them we see him doing it. Then we hear music starts to play. And he tips on up to see what it is, baby. It's the band that's supposed to be inside of everybody that died there wakes right back up, right? They done woke up and they rehearsing and setting up stuff. Baby, we see crew members from Billy Idol around there, and so does Richard. And he loves him some Billy Idol. He ended up asking one of the crewmen that was wearing a Billy Idol pass. Hold on, I'm gonna have to stop that. I'm gonna have to stop all calls right now. All right, sorry about that, y'all. He asked one of the crewmen, if he was with the Billy Idol group. Dude said yes, and then he want to know what was in that box he was carrying. Dude showed him the contents of the box and of it's just like it's something relating to Satan, honey. He went to try to touch it, but the crew dude said, can't do that. But he gave him a little souvenir and he seemed to like it. Then old boy asked who Richard was and he showed his hand and said Satan. And dude said nothing of it, didn't think nothing about it, just walked off like it was cool. I said, what kind of shit is that they got going on down to the American Horror Story, right? Then the next scene, we see Richard is walking along singing Rebel Yell from Billy Idol. Yes, honey, I used to, I know the music of the 80s. I was in my Duran Duran and Tears for Fears moments back then. I wanted to be a punk rocker child anyway. Jingle knocks his ass to the ground. Okay, while he out there enjoying it, he out there getting his ass knocked to the ground. Richard said he see Jingles got his calling card. Jingle said he don't have to come after he didn't have to come after his family. But Richard said to him, yes, I did. That was your payback for messing over me. He said that he did him a favor and he forgot who he was. Jingles is mad. He said he going to end Richard at the camp. And baby, they go to fighting until Jingles got hit by that pink Cadillac, right? He got hit by that pink Cadillac. Bruce get out, realize it's Richard Ramirez. Child, he fascinated. It's like he done seen one of the you would have thought he seen J and B. Okay, J and B or whatever they call him, baby. Jay-Z, Beyonce. He act like he seen him. He a super fan. He would say he wanted to be just like him. He showed Ramirez the body in the trunk and says she's killed number 6. It's gonna be 8 by the end of this series. Cause see, two of them, I'm looking for 2 bitches that's up at this camp that cut my thumbs off. And he want to help Richard find Jingles and kill him. So I guess Richard makes this makeshift symbol in the sand, in the dirt, like he always do. Cut his hand and let the blood drip down, child. When he let that blood drip down, I guess he said that that's gonna be his message to the master, so that he can help him lead him to Jingles. Now back at the hotel, Brooke and Donna chilling. When there's a banging on the door, it startles them. Child, it ain't nobody but that Susan from the restaurant. When Donna opened the door, she called Donna by her name. And she said she know who both of them is. Yeah, I know who both y'all is. She said, and she'll tell them how. Just come to her room. And of course they go. She studied redwood. She's an expert other than Donna, she say on it. She said she learned from Donna, but she learned of Donna's because Jingles never had a visitor. The reason why Donna came on the radar is because Donna is the only visitor that Jingles ever had. And 1 week after her visiting him, he broke out of the sanitarium. Okay? She even found out about Donna's dad. Then she popped in an old VHS. Cho took me back, y'all. It took me all the way back when she popped out that old VCR tape. I said, come on, VCR. Y'all, I still got some tapes in there, too. I don't got no damn VCR, I don't think. But I still got VHS tapes. A whole bunch of them. I started my Disney collection off like that because when my kids was little, I used to get them all of that. But we'll talk about that at the end. Anyway, she popped in the VHS and it basically it's the copy of the execution that she paid $1,500 to the warden for. Okay? See, Susan wanted to know their connection. What brings y'all together? For Donna to go to the extreme measures to save Brooke. She inquired about what Donna gave Brooke to slow her heart rate down so that they would assume she was dead. And what is this connect? And Brooke said revenge. Now Donna wanted her to hush, but Brooke said that this is the best story Susan ever will ever have, and the only way she will allow them to go and is to either give her a better story or kill her. And Susan was down. Now she ain't tell them nothing about no damn killing her yet. But they said the only way that she did say the only way she'll let them go is if they give her a better story. And Susan, of course, was down. They asked Susan to sneak them into the camp Redwood, and they will all show. They're gonna show her everything and everywhere everything went down was, and she is to keep Donna's identity a secret and tell no one that Brooke is alive until after the book is out and they've done what they had to do. They tell her, "Look here, Jingles didn't kill anyone." And neither did Montana, or neither did Brooke, except for Montana, and that was the reason why I killed Montana was because of self-defense. They said Margaret Booth did it. Susan said, prove Margaret did it, and she'll buy them both first-class tickets to Paris. Of course, Jingles did, but he died at the camp, so he continues to live, child. He wakes up, runs into that damn hitchhiker, and he's telling him that it'll get better every time. This time it hurt a lot, but each time you get killed, it don't hurt as bad each time. He said it didn't even hurt. It don't hurt him so much anymore. Child, do you know this man don't even remember how many times he done died? He done lost count of it. He done lost count. Jingle said, well, when it happened to me just now, I felt fear and pain. And then there's a disconnect. The hitchhiker said he lost count on how many times he died thus far. And he said that Jingles told him, look, I'm here for my son and to kill Richard Ramirez. Child, remember last week Trevor ran up on Montana and they started making out? Well, this week we see they went all the way in. I'm talking about in the bed. And she basically wants to kill everyone that comes to the camp in hopes of enough people coming, enough coverage come to there, then maybe there will be some type of paranormal way for them to be able to leave the camp. And if not, it'll be more people there to have sex and great conversations with. Now, honey, let me tell you something. This girl is batshit crazy, for real. Now, Trevor begins to wonder if maybe he should stay. He hates his wife and loves Montana and the camp, and he kind of glorified the 80s again too. What is this with the glorifying of the 80s? I ain't gonna lie though. Aside from this serial killing mess going on over here in this Camp Redwood, the 80s was popping. The 90s, I lived like a queen, and in the 80s, I thought I was a queen. Anyway, child, Richard and Bruce talking, killing and looking for Jingles. Richard explains how important it is to end Jingles. He said that he could have kept killing had he not been caught, and it was Jingles' fault because he betrayed him, and now he's seeking revenge. Then Xavier pop up talking about he understands and he also knows where Jingle is. Now Xavier takes them to the spot where Jingles was, and child, he not there, but Richard sees Jingles' wallet and sees the picture of Jingles and his family. Baby, that Xavier was talking about Jingles killed him, cooked his butt, all and out of nowhere. See, when you call for him, he just like Candyman. Call him too many times, watch he show up. Child, he said his name one too many times. Jingles wind up popping up through them woods and juke the shit out of his ass right there in his guts area, girl. He went down. He went down, y'all. He went down. Okay. But no worries, he gonna wake his ass up. Jingles tell Bruce, unless you wanna die, stay out of this. So Bruce moved on out the way to allow Jingles and Ramirez to do their thing. Now Jingles tell Ramirez he offered himself, and Ramirez reminded him, well, he said I offered myself, and reminded him, well, that you can't leave. So how you plan on protecting that son of yours? He said, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on. Since you stuck here, you done killed yourself. I think I'm gonna make me a trip to Alaska and cut your son into pieces. He said, killing your son will be my final revenge. And baby, that pissed old Jingles off. Baby, he attacked him and said he would kill Richards, so he'd be stuck there too. And baby, it was a battle royal. It'll be a battle royal every day between the two of them when he do. Out of nowhere, here comes Crazy. Here come Crazy. Crazy got a new name. It's Margaret, honey. She comes up and shoots Jingle and asks who is Bruce. Richard explains he's cool. Bruce asks if they know each other, and Margaret said yeah, and in a deep admiration and sexual attraction type of way. But she has a plan, and she feels that they both will enjoy it. All she need all the killers that she can get at this point. Now, let's go back to Donna, Brooke, and Susan, because they have arrived at the camp, and Brooke then showed her the spot where she was caught up in the net as Jingles and Ramirez was fighting. Susan acted as if she didn't really believe it. She said she just Donna's like, this girl ain't believing nothing you saying. She just want a sensationalized story so she can get her coin, honey. And Brooke tell her, I pretty much know that. But trust me, she ain't never gonna leave this camp. I'm gonna kill her in the cabin. the cabin I was tied up in. And Donna tells her, look, girl, you ain't no killer. She said, a lot has changed in these 5 years, honey. A lot has changed. So if pushed, she will be killed. And as they're talking, guess who has spotted them? Margaret Ramirez and the baby Bruce. Baby Bruce. Now Jingles wakes up hanging. Surrounding him is Chet, Montana, Ray, Xavier, and them two young boys that he killed when they was young boys. They older now. But he killed them so they can't go back. Xavier is mad as hell. He said he was gonna be a real actor. He had two callbacks for the 18. Now he's nothing but a memory. Baby, when I tell you Jingles didn't mind the berating or even being tortured, he only wanted to kill Ramirez in hopes of saving his son. Chet said, hell no. He dies there, he's stuck there, and they do not want that because Jingles is still urging him to allow him. Look, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do to me, just let me kill him. But see, if he die there, he gonna be stuck there. They ain't ready for that. They don't want that. Jingles is explaining if we don't do this and he's allowed to leave, innocent people will die. They don't care because they dead now, so why care about his child or him begging for mercy for his child? But Jingles say, he's not like me. He's a good boy. Then we see Montana and Ramirez. No, I'm sorry. Montana said, I've just skipped the whole scene. Montana said Ramirez don't kill kids. He said maybe not when you was with him, but now, baby, kids, old people, all that, none of that matters now. And then the crew learns that she's affiliated with Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Jingles reveals she's the one that brought him to the camp. Child, and they surprised. She said, look, he got worse. Nobody was off limit. Boys, just please just let me go so I can get to this. I can kill this man so I can save my son. Now Brooke got Susan at the cabin. Now I'm ready. Donna then remember the cabin that Donna drug in after she slapped her with them horse tranquilizers? That's the one. Got her in there. And she's so into hearing all of this stuff. She wanna know, she want the tea, she want the story so bad. Baby, Brooke tell her, close your eyes so you can envision what I endured that night. And that greedy, foolish heifer actually closed her eyes, and not only that, she turned around. Now she was about to be filleted by Brooke, but Donna stopped her from doing it, knocked her to the ground, and told Susan, "Bitch, run." That sound like some shit I say, ain't gonna lie. Y'all, when they told that woman, "Bitch, run," I was screaming. Child, yes, God, honey. Told her to take off running, and she did. After she ran, Donna said to Brooke, I can't let you do this. You ain't evil. Yes, we all got some of it in us, but it will only grow and overtake you if you feed it. That's what happened to Margaret and Jingles. She said she and Brooke got a purpose, revenge. And if they can do this without another single soul being hurt, then it would cleanse them of all the stuff they ever did. Seemed like Brooke accepted it to me. Child, little chunky Susan was just booking it through them woods off her eye of the tiger. She was getting it, baby. She was getting it. Honey, she was getting it. Do you hear me? Through them woods, them highways and byways of Camp Redwood. She was getting it. Yes, she was. Then she ran into the Night Stalker and then Margaret. And she said what Brooke said must be true. Margaret said, I don't know what she told you, but anything is too much. Then she gave Ramirez that look. And old girl started pleading her case. She say, I'm not my friends. I'm not my friends. They're their subject because I'm a writer. And I got the ability to make serial killers look so sexy. But at that point, Bruce them came up behind her. See, she seen Ramirez, she seen Margaret, but she wasn't ready for Bruce. Came up behind her and grabbed her around her neck. She said, oh, I can shut the fuck up. Bruce told her, you need to pick your friends better than that. And basically what happened in that scene was Ramirez stuck up, juked her in her chest from the front, and Bruce had to get a little bit from the back. So she dead for now, but she forever stuck on those campgrounds. It don't pay to go hunting for no story all the time. Then Margaret reveals her plans. She said she want to turn Camp Redwood into what it is, what they did for the place where John Lennon was killed, somebody named Morrison's grave, all those notorious people. She said people flock to those places to feel connected to the artists they love. She said that's what we gonna give them right here. We gonna kill every musician that comes along, and they started naming people, right? Now Ramirez was quiet and cool with it all until they said Billy Idol. He said, not Billy. Now you can do anybody else, but who you won't do is Billy. So Margaret agreed. But they gonna make Camp Redwood an 80s music mecca. And she said she gonna make a fortune. That woman pathetic. Now Trevor had went looking for Montana. Found her, she upset. He wanted to possibly stay there and not age anymore. He feels he's done all he wanted to do and he's in love with Montana and want to stay. She says he don't even know her. Then she reveals she's the ex of Richard Ramirez, and baby, she said by the way he was looking at her, he was judging her. And she went into this tirade about how men do all these heinous acts, yet the women get blamed for not doing enough, not loving enough. She said Richard was messed up when she met him. She said she didn't expect him to go bananas as he did, but since she is the villain, F it. Because since she been dead, she didn't kill about as many people as he did, and she liked it. It felt good. It makes her feel alive. Trevor told her she can change. She deserves better. She told him, F that, I need somebody messed up as I am. He said fine, and he walked away, child. I don't know what he planned on doing about that, because he ready to offer himself to stay in them woods. Baby, let me tell you something. I done had some good pain in my life. I sure have. Oh, bitch, you don't know good dick like I know good dick for real. Okay? But it ain't never been one that I was willing to join in immortality with. Hell to the no. Ugh. Moving right along, honey. She said Richard was okay, child, these dudes that Jenga killed as kids, they got him out on the dock along with Xavier, honey. And they stabbing him as he pleads for his son. But they not hearing it because see he killed them. So they stabbed his ass up real good, put him in a boat, and pushed the boat out into the lake for him to bleed out so he could feel pain. He said he will never have peace on. They told him as many times you die, you're gonna keep coming back. Every time you come back, we're gonna do something else. So you ain't gonna never find peace on these campgrounds. I guess each reemergence they gonna jug him up and jack him up. Now as the boat is floating out into the lake, we hear him apologizing to his little brother Bobby. Then we see Montana seeming to be walking near the bank of the lake. And then this body come out, this decomposed corpse, whom I'm assuming is Bobby, comes from under the water and grabs him and takes him down under. I said, come on, what that movie is from the 80s? Was it Michael Myers or Jason or one of them, baby? I think it was Jason. He came from up under that water. That was good. I liked that. When he woke up, he see his mother, his little brother Bobby, and they all having a little family picnic that he is included in. He said he don't deserve this. He failed his son. Well, his mother consoles him and says it's not his fault. It's too much evil in the camp. Then he began to break down and cry and say he lost his Bobby. But Mama said, but we got our old one back, and I'll be forever grateful to you for doing that for me. He asked, how can I ever have peace? How can I ever rest? She said, son, the past will always forever hunt you if you let it. She said, we together now and nothing can ever hurt us again. Even the little brother said, stay. Stay with us. Nothing will ever hurt you again. And then he offered him to go out and feed the ducks, play with him and stuff. And he goes. And I'm fucking lost. Because what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened here, family? What the hell just happened? Where is this show going, honey? When Montana shed that tear, I was like, girl, are you kidding me? Really? All these people crazy. Now I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know I be petrified at night when I try to watch it, so I have to watch it in the daytime the next day. I ain't gonna lie, I be scared and everything, but I like this shit. I guess I like to be scared a little bit. But how the hell are they gonna? The mama reappeared. She ain't evil and mean and mad like she was in a episode 4 last. She got her little boy back. She got both her boys back. But how is he supposed to go forward being happy that his old family is reunited when he know that if he don't get to Richard Ramirez, and I'm talking about like soon, Richard is going to chop his son up into pieces. Girl, this stuff getting good. This is getting good. But that's pretty much was American Horror Story. That was it. If I left anything out on anybody listening to this for the replay people, y'all. So y'all in here, hold on a minute. For the replay people, if there's anything that you feel that happened in this episode that I left out, please drop it below in the panic section, also known as the comments, and the discussion will always continue down there. Now, if you just came for my American Horror Story review, at this point in time, you can click off the video if you must. If you want to stay, you're welcome. But if not, thank you for coming. And as always, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. I'll see those people on the next one. For those of you who are remaining, I would like to talk to y'all about a case of a man named Rodney Reed. Now, I don't know Mr. Rodney Reed's story. I sure don't. I don't know his story. I don't know how he was raised. I don't know nothing about that man. But what I do know is, well, I don't know much about that man, but what I do know is he's been he has been incarcerated under false pretenses. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the petition. Under false pretenses, this man is going to lose his life on I'm trying to get to the change.org thing. Hold on. Okay. This man gonna lose his life on November the 20th. The story goes as I read it. A 19-year-old woman by the name of Stacy Stites came up strangled and murdered and I think raped in a wooded area in Bastrop, Texas. When the woman was first discovered, police felt like her boyfriend or fiance at that time, who was a police officer, an ex-police officer, I believe. Well, he was a police officer at that time, I think. They assumed that he may have had something to do with the woman's death. Plus, he failed 2 police-administered lie detector tests. But when the DNA evidence from the body returned, they found no evidence of his DNA on her. Who they did find DNA evidence on her from was one Mr. Rodney Reed. Now at trial, Mr. Reed stated that he had a sexual relationship with this woman, right? He said he had a sexual relationship with the woman, and that is how his DNA got on her. But instead of the police, or well, not the police, instead of the jury listening to that, they still opted to convict him and sentence him to death. Then there was another gentleman that came along and signed an affidavit stating that the man, the ex-police officer, one Jimmy Fennell, had been in prison, incarcerated for rape. Y'all know when police officers and things like that go to jail, police officers, rapists, murder, and depending on who you murder, even murderers catch hell in the penitentiary system. A lot of times those guys that are in, they already know what's coming and they be ready for you. So he went to prison for rape. And while he was in there, he sought solace and protection from the Aryan Brotherhood to gain their trust and make them work for him. He confessed to a member of the Aryan Brotherhood that he had a girlfriend who was fucking around with a black man behind his back. He also confessed that he had to kill his nigger-loving bitch. A man signed an affidavit stating that that actually happened. An insurance salesman who sold them life insurance came forward and stated that Mr. Fennell spoke of killing Miss Stice when they were in his office to get insurance set up. He said he said nothing because he just figured Rodney Reed would be exonerated. But now he had to come forward and talk. The cousin of the victim did an interview with Fox News Austin and stated that she believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jimmy Fennell, not Rodney Reed, killed her cousin. Now, the prosecution don't really want to pay this much attention because they feel like the affidavit that was signed comes from a non-credible source. But artists such as Rihanna, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian West, amongst others, have band together and are trying to get Texas State Governor Greg Abbott to give this man a stay of execution or grant him total clemency, because the evidence in the case, the new evidence, suggests that Mr. Reed had nothing to do with the death of one Stacey Sykes. Now, it is incumbent of us as individuals, especially Black individuals, to listen to this man's story, put two and two together, and do all we can to be a voice, to let the people know. I always believe that no matter what, together we make a point. Yes, Jeremy, yes. Together, when Black people band together, we are a force to be reckoned with. But at this point, I don't even care white people join in the crew. All I'm saying is this man will be executed on November the 20th if we don't get him a stay of execution or clemency, really. But at the very least, give him a stay of execution until you can determine the evidence, that the new evidence is actually valid and true, and then give him his clemency and run him that check that y'all gonna have to run him. And all the articles that I've read, everybody say nice stuff about this man. Nobody has said anything derogatory about this man. Nobody said that he's an unsavory person, character, or none of that. So my question is, if it's about justice and you got any inkling of evidence that could possibly be true and save this man from having that liquid fire pumped into his veins to stop his heart and kill him dead to the stretcher, then why are we still having to do the change.org petition? But that petition is still going around. People are still signing it. And I ask that each and every one of my loved things within the sound of my voice, be it now or on the replay, that has not signed the petition, to go over and sign the petition to see what we can do to save this man from being executed in a matter of days. We got 13 days left to make it count. 13. Read his story. It's a lot of information that I have put on this channel about this man's story each and every time I talk about it. And it details the timeline of this situation. This man didn't kill this woman. I can't understand. This is the part I can't understand. The state of Texas can show empathy and compassion to a person we know went into a apartment that belonged to another man and shot him dead in his apartment. And yet she got a light sentence, what some would say is a slap on the wrist, She got forgiveness from the family and sympathy from the family. And to put the cherry on top of the cake, she had the good judge that came down from her bench with her own personal Bible. They came down to give her a hug and give her hope that God is not through with you yet. She got the parents of the victim, the father at least, saying he won't be friends with her one day. She get all of that. And this man who has evidence now that he did not kill this woman right there in your face. But everybody in Texas that can make the decision, namely the governor, is turning a blind eye to it. And I want to know why. You wonder why race relations are so bad in this country today. Because they still see us people as three-fifths a person. They still judging us by the character, by the color of our skin, and not the content of our character. We still being ostracized every single day. And it's an X on the black man's back. Black people in general, but definitely our men. See, if they get rid of our men, they can stun out our race. Okay? Let's just be real here. If they can lock up enough of our men the way they trying to, that can eventually lead to our race being extinct. Because if ain't no black men around, who you help procreate with? Okay? I just don't understand. So I'm asking everybody to please, please, please sign the petition. And if you need proof, because I know we live in a world of receipts now. You can't get shit done if you ain't got no seats, honey. Go over and read the articles about this man. Read everything. I have read every single thing. And I immediately, days ago, went and signed that petition. Y'all know it's so serious about that petition to me. Y'all know I told y'all down here after I got doxxed that I went through a series. I had a Tina Turner moment. I had to assume aliases and really run from my ex for a while. Oh, I got a story, baby. I was sitting up here so desperate for that man. I was like, I wonder, could I use each one of my damn aliases I had back in the day? Real talk. We can't be silent on this. Now, y'all can kick up noise down here on these YouTube streets over really nothing all day long. I ain't no telling what done popped off today. I ain't been on YouTube today. This is the first time. But if we can act such a big damn fool down here for nothing and pennies on a dollar, why can't we focus our thoughts and our ideas and our hearts and our minds and our souls on stuff that matter in this world? Because while you down here fighting on YouTube, Rodney Reed could be your cousin. Rodney Reed could be your brother. Rodney Reed could be your boyfriend. Rodney Reed could be your husband. We have to do more and be more focused on things that matter, things that can affect your life. Arguing down here on YouTube is not going to gain you nothing but a cute little ass in check. And really, they don't really give y'all that. They ain't getting out no good YouTube checks no more, child. That ended around about the end of 2016, going into 2017, when that ad apocalypse came through here and put their foot down. That stupid shit Logan Paul and them did. Child, these checks ain't been looking like. I mean, some people might get really, really nice ones, but I promise you, had you been here a couple of years ago, those checks that you considered nice, baby, they really would have been something to talk about. Okay? And you didn't have to work so damn hard. Y'all killing yourself day after day after day just to make this little coins that you make down here. I be down here killing myself too, but I ain't killing myself in no bad way. I'm here trying to bring awareness to my people about what's going on in the world. Y'all, I am going to be heartbroken if this man gets killed. Because in my heart, I don't feel like he did nothing. He really needs to have the governor give him complete clemency, and they need to cut the check. Because this man has been in jail for a minute now behind a crime that he did not commit. And it's so serious, it got to the point where this man could actually lose his damn life. Think about what's important. If this was a white man, they would have listened to him by now. He would have, at the very least, received a stay of execution so that they can get the rest of the evidence and information in. But he's not even being allotted that. That's a problem to me. But see, you know why they like to do us like that? Because we like to do each other like that. You can't ask nobody to care something about your house if you don't give a damn about it. I'm all with the kikis and the fulalas and all that there. Sometimes I dip down, I be in the skybox, I be chilling. But I'm focused on other things. I'm more focused on things that matter in this world than being focused on the foolishness. These people down here fighting like cats and dogs over YouTube fame and notoriety. Yet Mr. Rodney Reed is sitting on death row. And in 13 days, they gonna take his life. And he's an innocent man, and I can't understand. I can't understand why we not doing more, why we not making this a focal point. I ain't heard a whole lot of people talking about this. Hey, Bama girl, my boo, how you doing? Hey, Simon. I don't have the answers to make things right. I ain't got no answers. All I got is a little platform, a lot of heart, and a big ass mouth. And I want to use my platform to bring awareness to things that are happening in this world that we need to know about. How many people do y'all see say, "Oh, YouTube is so entertaining. I don't even watch TV anymore." Meaning you ain't catching nothing that coming on your local or your state news. Meaning you ain't taking the time out to find out what's going on in the real world because you're so caught up in this little sector. And I promise you, the world is bigger than that. I spend a great deal of my time between working, taking care of my family, taking care of my damn self, my health, loving on my friends and family, working on my YouTube, but also making sure that I'm a voice in my community. See, I walk it like I talk it. I help with campaigns to get the right people in. I go door to door. I am my brother's keeper. Sometimes I don't feel like being my brother's keeper because my brother be acting a damn fool. But then I have to remember we are still one. And I believe in united we stand, divided we fall. I'm tired of my people being hurt. I'm tired of my people being having somebody's foot on their neck. Now, some of these people, they live these good lives, got these excellent careers. They make a lot of money. They act like they don't remember. Baby, I promise you, at some point in time in your life, if you a person of color, I don't care how much money you got, somebody gonna remind you that your ass is a person of color. They won't even talk about how Congress won't continue to fund HBCUs because they too busy wanting to worry about everything else. I don't give a damn about no education for themselves, their children, or their grandkids in the future. See, I think about that. I don't just think about my life, cause Honestly, I ain't saying I'm ready to go, Lord, from my mouth to your ears. I ain't ready to go, Lord. But I'm going to say this, and you know how I mean it from my heart, even if the people don't get it. I want to make the world better in my own little way for my children and my grandkids. Because long after the sun has set on my time here, what about my children? What about my legacy? What about my grandkids, my great grandkids? What about all of them? And I want my kids to be able to say she gave it her all. I want to be the example that I want to see in future generations to come. We fall down, but we get up. We are imperfectly perfect. If y'all haven't heard about this Rodney Reed story, you might want to take some time out and come off the streets of YouTube and go read up about this man. Because this man looks just like your cousin. This man looks just like your dad. This man looks just like your grandfather. This man looks just like your brother. They are constantly keeping their foot on our necks because we are so easily distracted. Any little old thing can throw us off course. And some of us never get back on course afterwards. But you gotta stay focused. When I think about Rodney Reed, and I read that story the other night, I came down here and I was having some auto issues. That's why I took that live down. I had to put that live down, baby. That thing had a whole bunch of problems in it. But when I read this man's full story and I began to read article after article after article, you know what I was seeing in my head? And this might be crazy, but I'm gonna share it with y'all anyway. How many of y'all by a show of ones or twos? One if you've seen it, one if two if you haven't. How many of y'all in here ever seen the movie Rosewood? If you seen it, put a one in the chat. If you didn't, put a two. Child, my chat ain't moving. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, let me know. Because I don't even know if somebody can hear me. Child, I can't even tell if somebody listening. Can y'all hear me? Let me put my headphones on and see if I can be heard. Y'all can hear me? Oh, okay, I see people saying yes, ma'am. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up because y'all know I ain't got but 6 minutes. I don't do but 1 hour when I come here. But I keep thinking about that show Rosewood. And it was a scene on there when they thought that this guy had accosted this white woman, and they went down over to his house and pulled him out of his house with his family, asking what's happening. You can't just take my son. What's going on? And they took him and threw him in the truck of a wagon. I mean, the back of a wagon, and told him, "I'm gonna give you one chance. Confess." Y'all remember that? That's how I feel like they do us all the damn time. I feel that was, I guess I can equate that to the helplessness that I felt when I read this man's story. I felt helpless. I don't never want to know what that feeling of feeling helpless is like if it's in relation to one of my own children or somebody in my family I love. All behind a lie, Bama girl, all behind a lie. Just like if they lay this man on that table on November the 20th, I honestly feel like if they take this man's life, it's going to be a replica of that situation, all behind a damn lie. I was gonna get on here and go off on black men who always like to be messing with these white women and stuff. But I don't even feel like setting it off up in here like that today. Because if I get to talking, I know I'm piss somebody out. I ain't trying to lose no scribe or nothing like that. Plus, I ain't trying to have my head hurt or be upset. Because I told you I'm finna get ready to get off this thing and go see this man about this dog. Okay? I don't want to be upset. But it made me feel like that. I felt helpless. Like, damn, really? Terrible feeling. Terrible feeling. I don't ever want to know that feeling. So as I get ready to close out this video, I'm going to drop the link. Girl, girl, my mind, body, and spirit, Bama girl, mind, body, and spirit, Bama girl. That's for the replay people, because I'm gonna drop it a few times. I just wish blacks would get more political and just pay attention. Jeremy, maybe they haven't met the right people, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't one of them people. Okay, Miss Annie, how you doing today? It ain't gonna be nothing but about an hour. It ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna hold you long. I'm finna say a little bit of something, then I'm finna get up out of here because I'm almost at my 1 hour mark. I just, Jeremy, it takes somebody. You gotta have a thirst for knowledge. And unfortunately, when it comes to our people, they don't always have that. It took somebody pulling my coattails. I told the story down here many, many times that I was one of those people that felt like voting didn't matter, my voice didn't matter. I didn't think that I had a voice in this world. And I felt like that because that's the way I was raised. My people used to always say that, even though my auntie did anyway, and my mama did too, they used to say, like, they always spoke of like we were beneath, even though we were middle class, and then with my mother upper middle class, they always talked about the man like as if he was God. And I never felt that. I ain't never felt like that. I always felt like we got just as much rights to life and life as the white person does. I ain't never felt like my black wasn't beautiful. I ain't never felt like I needed to be quiet. I remember a story when I was a little girl. I was a little bitty girl. It amazes me how your memory would take you, how far back your memory will take you, and you remember stuff. Now, y'all know I am a connoisseur of the Mother Earth, so I wouldn't think I would remember this, but this stayed with me. And I think that it became a focal point for me. At that point, I never allowed a person of a different color to make me feel inferior. When I was a little girl, my grandmama used to go down there to the Woolworths. Y'all remember Woolworths? Any y'all? I don't want you to tell your age. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to say if you know about it or not. I ain't trying to put nobody out there. I don't know, Bama girl, but I'm feeling like he playing a game. But I promise you, I will rally so hard against him for his reelection if he let this happen to this man. And I ain't even a resident of the state of Texas. I drive over there, just start some shit. That's how my petty work. I ain't gonna start no shit that's gonna get nobody hurt, but I'm gonna say stuff. But I remember when I had to be about 5, y'all. I couldn't be more than 5 because I was a real little person. And every Saturday, my grandma liked it to go down there to that Walworth Woolworths. I think it's Woolworth. Y'all know what is it? Woolworth, whatever. One of them old ass stores. Uh, she go there and Rubenstein's all the time. Y'all remember Rubenstein? Well, every Saturday she would go there, and the Saturdays that I would accompany her, they had a soda shop in the back, and you could go back there and get you some root beer floats, and you could buy your own nasty piece of hamburgers, meal back there, everything, stuff like that. So that was like a treat for me on the weekends to go with my grandmama over to Woolworth or over to Rubenstein and go in the back so I could, especially Rubenstein didn't have it, but Woolworth did. And so we would go over there, and I remember this one particular Saturday, she took me with her, and we went in there. She got a couple, two, three things that she was gonna get, and it always ended with, "I'm gonna take you over to the I'm gonna take you back there and get you a root beer float." So we goes back there to get my root beer float. There were two lines. I never paid attention to the shit before. It was two lines. And I never, because at 5 I knew numbers and words and stuff, but I ain't know a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was so enthralled in being in this big, what I considered at that time to be this big fashion store with all these pretty outfits and dresses and hats and shoes. Child, I was in Gulf. But this particular Saturday, I think I paid attention and I read above the sign, colored. That's why about a year or two ago, if you go in my story times, I have a story time called "So We Colored Now, Y'all," and I was going the hell off. The reason why that took when I saw when they put that on that paperwork at that hospital, that triggered me from the day that I was in that Woolworth and they had that sign up there for where the colors could go, opposed to where the good white folk could go. And I remember standing over there in that counter, me and my grandma, for a minute, because it was a sad. A lot of people was in the stores, but they were taking care of all the white customers first. And although my grandmother said nothing to me about it, and I said nothing to her about it, I knew at 5 something was wrong with this. These people walking all around us like we ain't there. And so it took me to that place again when I saw it on my medical records, colored. Y'all, we just as resilient as people as these white folks is. We are smarter. The reason why they keep their foots on our neck so much is because they know that if they don't keep mind control, they be like Debo. If they don't keep mind control over us, we gonna understand one day the true kings and queens that we are and how smart and gifted we are. And we really can overtake this world. But I became politically savvy in a sense due to two women on YouTube that I'll forever be indebted to. That one would be Beautiful Soul Speaks, and the other one is Miss Honey. But I must pay homage to Beautiful Soul Speak. That sister talked with me. I know I got on tap the nerve. I kept saying, baby, every day I tell her how unimportant it is that I be aware of what's going on. She the one got me addicted to Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon. She the one got me watching all these political shows and breaking it down. And we got some politics coming too this week. Don't think we forgot about this shit. I ain't forgot. I'm on vacation. I can only do so much. But I learned, y'all, when she opened up my mind to the fact that my voice and my vote counts, I started watching more and more and more stuff. And now that's why I can get on here and do them videos. Go back to my first political video and see how I stumbled all over myself. I don't stumble now. I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about, and I get it out. Because the more you learn, the more you understand, and the more it makes you want to speak out if you're a person who truly uses their voice, and I do. I ain't no pussy, punk, or no failure. Let me call you right back. I'm on the live. I'm gonna call you right back. All right. I ain't no pussy, punk, or no failure. I just ain't none of that. And I feel like I got a voice and I need to use it. I don't know what's happening to me, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me, but I can tell y'all that the lady is evolving. And I feel it. And here's the thing. I'm okay with it. I'm just wondering why the hell you wait till I'm down there 50 to do it. Cause see, after a minute, I ain't gonna be able to be I ain't gonna be able to do it, child, cause you do get old, okay? But as long as I'm able to, I'm gonna be a voice for the people. I'm gonna say that stuff and talk about them issues that people don't want to hear nothing about. And I don't give a damn if it get down to 8 people in the chat. I'm gonna continue to talk because somebody gonna come along and listen. Watch that 18, 19, 20 people in the chat turn into 200 because I ain't gonna give up. Because I'm not down here just for the bullshit. I'm down here to educate. I'm down here to learn with you guys and to share my platform on talking about stuff that truly matter. Now, we can have our kiki time. I might even get a little mess every now and again with y'all. But that's not what I'm here for. I refuse to be an old damn fool. I ain't finna be there. It's gonna and you can look at it, it's a lot of people on the YouTube street gonna be old fools. They damn near that tonight. But I ain't gonna be one of them. Remember last night I had said when I went off last night about sending me emails and shit, I said I wanted to have my videos show up in other sectors. I found out today my videos are showing up. Oh my God, I'm on the live. What's up? What's up? What's up? I ain't some people nothing. Okay, well I'll call you right back. Uh-huh. I don't know. I'm changing, Bama girl. I ain't lying. I'm starting to change. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know where this shit coming from, girl, but I like it. Okay? I like it. Yes, I don't get the viewership that I could if I was doing other things. And that's fine because I get it in time. What's for me is for me and can't nobody take it away from me. It may be a slow start, but watch this turtle win the race. Hey, Adele. We can do better. All we got to do is get focused. And I urge each and every one of my love things and anybody that happens to hear this video, be it anytime soon or later on down the line, do better. Get focused. Get your mind off that foolishness. That foolishness is going to be forever there. Our opportunities to advance will not. And if you have not already, please go check into the Rodney Reed situation, his case, read up on it. Then you will understand why so many people are passionate about trying to get this man a stay of execution. Because we know it ain't right. He ain't do it. And if I can be a voice to help one person not lay on that table that don't deserve it, I don't feel like nobody deserves it because I'm not a proponent for the death penalty, but whatever. If I can be a voice for one person, I'll do that. If don't nobody get nothing out of me but one person come to this channel and they fall in love with the positivity and doing the things that I like to talk about and how I'm just not with that shit. Like talking about it. Jay Cannon, you might be right. Cause it's a fire, y'all. I can't explain it because maybe I don't. I'm not articulate enough to get you guys to get where I'm coming from right now. But I can tell y'all, girl, I'm changing, and I love it. My focus, man, I'm so focused on what I want, and I'm stepping out on faith. Y'all see me up here trying to play with the editing skills and stuff to bring better content. It's a reason I'm doing that. I'm not playing around with these equipments and stuff because I'm just gonna come on here and do the foolishness and just reviews. Girl, now I'm getting that up there for when I'm able to do them slideshows and be talking about stuff that matter. Bringing people on the panel and sharing the panel, sharing my screen to bring about awareness of the injustices that we are facing here in America today as African American people. ADOS. I'm really getting into this ADOS thing. African descendants of slaves. That's what that stands for. Go look it up. Because that's gonna be another part of a series that we're gonna start on this channel. I'm trying to warm y'all up to see stuff and change on this channel. You had it before and you'll have it again. And if it's for me to have, Bama girl, I'm here for it. I ain't in no rush. I'm a patient person. That's one of the things that has kept me going all these years is the fact that I have patience. I'm going to lose some people on this journey. And I'm prepared for it. People going to come for me. Y'all know I ain't no pussy. Please wake up. And I hope that everybody in this room goes with me on this journey. Please check into the Rodney Reed situation. Read his case. And if you are compelled, if you don't believe what I told you, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. But if you don't believe what I told you, go read it. It's right under this here link for his change.org. They break it down on that article there. Listen to your heart's mind and your soul and make your next move your best move. Help this man if you can. I don't know what Greg Abbott over there doing, but I know one thing. Greg Abbott don't realize the kind of scrutiny he gonna come up under if this man gets killed on November the 20th. Because this ain't right. This ain't right. And that's all I had to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the American Horror Story review. I don't really do no live review, but since I had you on the line, I felt like going on and getting it all off of me now, cause I ain't gonna come back today. I already know I ain't, child. I'm finna go see this man about this. Bam girl, go see this man about this dog girl. I ain't coming back home till tomorrow, honey. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate all the support y'all give me. Oh, and those were some, so y'all know that power directive, but I bought the package, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for the cash apps, because that cash app, I told y'all, I be safe. I don't always just run to the store and spend. Now, you tell me go buy me a bottle, bitch, I'm going to buy me a bottle, okay? But when y'all make donations to me, I have started putting a percentage of that to the side for equipment upgrades. We have a new computer. We got studio lights. The backdrop I don't like something to give me a nud. I gotta look up. It's one that I really want. It's gonna be custom made. It's like 60 or so, $70, something like that. I'm gonna get it though. And you're gonna start seeing a lot of different things happening on this channel. Cause I'm using y'all blessings to me to put back into this channel to bless this channel, so that I can be a vessel to bless somebody else. So thank y'all for the new editing software. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Well, thank this one individual for the lights. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just don't know how much y'all mean to me. Yeah, I want to make a coin down here, but y'all, I told you something changing. It ain't about, notice I ain't saying shit. I don't say nothing now, but it ain't about a coin. Cause what's for me, y'all gonna give to me. I ain't got to sit on here and ask you for it. I just want to do better, man. I want to the things I want to talk about, the people I want to bring on the over here on this on I guess this show and talk with. I ain't no interviewer, but I do like having conversations. Okay, that's why I don't interview people. But I invite folks on the panel to have a discussion all the time. I ain't got no problem with it. We're going to give y'all a panel this weekend. We're going to be here Sunday. I haven't set this exact time, but we'll be back down here Sunday with a panel discussion of Harriet. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Miss Harriet, the movie. Okay? We're going to do all of that this weekend. Anyway, that's it, child. That's the hell it. That's all I got for y'all ass today. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you took something from my conversation about Mr. Reed as well as my personal situations and dramas and stories. I hope you get something out of this. I hope that each and every person that watches this video walks away with something positive in their spirit. That's my only hope. And like I tell y'all in every single video that I do at the end, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. Okay? Please thumbs up the video on your way out. If you have not become a love thing today, it's very, very simple. Hit the subscribe button, tap that notification bell, set that joker to all. Cause you don't never know. I'm like a thief in the night. You don't know when I'm gonna come, girl. I be moving. You don't know when I'm gonna pop up and it's gonna say live. So set that notification to all so that each and every time that I go live or drop a pre-recorded video, you're gonna get a notification. And guess what you can do? Come on in the room. Y'all have a great remainder too. What day is this? Wednesday, Thursday? Have a good Thursday. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm finna get out of here, honey. I'm finna go get myself together and get on out here in these streets a couple of minutes. It's raining too. I'm going to one location. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good time. Have a good remainder to your day. I know y'all gonna be on the streets. There's plenty going on. Y'all get the cliff notes, baby. So y'all come back and tell me. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Thank you for coming. Peace.